September EP was it's something we've been working on. Hopefully it'll come out this May. We recorded it once, almost entirely, and we learned this valuable lesson about backing up onto a hard drive, like an external hard drive, something other than like just, you know, just the computer that you think is gonna work. It doesn't always work. Yeah, so we had completely recorded the record. We were just about to mix it, lost all the recordings, and started over and decided to make a bigger production of it.
We thought that, well, maybe the second time through we'll have different ideas and just start the record again. You know, we're about 95% done with the new recording and hope to release it here in the next few months.
When we write songs, most of the time it just comes from, you know, like a melody that's in one of our heads, and we transpose it to an instrument. For me, like I start on an acoustic guitar usually and just come up with a riff that I like, and I start singing over it.
It's like kind of cut down in half, because like it's almost like two solo projects. They're two separate ideas. It's like, well, here's how it sounds in my head, but I know it's going to sound very different after I play for Sean.
Right.
And to me, that's just really exciting.
The Columbus music scene is awesome. We're really lucky to have as many great bands as we have here. There are a lot of great venues. Unfortunately, one of my favorite venues, one of all of our favorite venues, closed, but several others keep popping open. There's a big community here. It's very supportive.
There's particularly in the I don't know, indie rock scene. Columbus it's not a big city, but it's not a small city either.
We've got some pretty good media outlets here, which is really important for bands. We've got a couple of nice papers that you know, that support music and put on showcases and stuff.
City 101.
You know, yeah, a couple of radio stations in town that are great, that will play local music, and that's really important. Another really interesting thing that's happened, I always wanted it to happen, growing up listening to like Up Records artists and, you know, bands that are from Portland and Seattle. They were pretty incestual, and a lot of bands would have members that are, you know, in other bands, and I always wanted to be like that, and that's totally what Columbus has become. Yeah, we all play in different bands, and it's a lot of fun.
Without any sort of catty sort of competitiveness, and everybody's pretty open to other bands, and
everyone's in the same situation, gone bad.
My favorite thing to have happen when we play live, and it happens quite a bit, is I love hearing people sing melodies from our songs after we play. We put on a great show, best we can. We try to bring out some lighting that's interesting, and really we just, I don't know, like we're passionate about our music, and that's kind of how our performance is.
the melodies that Sean writes, I think they get stuck, and people may not know, you know, word for word what he's singing. You'll hear people humming the melody, and it's like, all right, they're stuck.
Pretty much the only people that like our music are really hot girls. They just flood the stage. They flood the stage. Yeah, people that are generally into music like us, but the beauty of our band is people that don't really listen to music that much also like us, and that's really important.
We've got people who just like to come out and see shows and just like to see a good live show, and people who come out to listen to like really dissect and listen to music critically. So.
All that we see and all that we expect will.
Well, yeah, right now the most important thing to us is finishing up the record. You know, trying to get back out as many weekends as we can.
Well, I think we're going to try shifting our approach a little bit and do more weekend warrior sort of.
Thursday through Sunday rock and roll.
Yeah.
It actually makes a little bit more sense. It's not as cool to talk about. Can't say like, yeah, baby, I've been on tour for weeks, but it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, baby, I haven't showered in 3 weeks.
I've had the same jeans on for a month and a half. Hopefully we'll get the record out this spring, late spring.
Perhaps with a video.
With a video, yeah.
A couple songs that we're thinking about making videos for. One is entitled Black Eyed. The other one, probably the more likely candidate, is to be Same Situation.
Yeah. Both complete hits. Those hot girls are always screaming for those hits.
Everyone's in the same situation gone bad.
Hey, we're MeltyMelty from Columbus, Ohio. Got an album coming out this spring. We appreciate you watching our little profile here on the Rise. Very thankful for everyone that's helped us get to where we are, and we're going to be writing some more music and coming to a town near you soon.
MeltyMelty originally was myself, my ex-significant other, and a couple other people, and I had written a bunch of songs like on a 4-track or whatever, and was like, let's get together and form another band. My ex was like throwing around ideas, and she was like, well, what about this name, MeltyMelty? And it sort of had this weird sort of Japanime nonsense sort of appeal to it.
Speaking of which, anytime you Google MeltyMelty, that's all you get. Like scenes from some video game I've never seen.
Yeah.
But. And I think when we started the band, we tried to keep it more based off of like electronics and like real simple beats and stuff like that. And then as we got a live drummer, the sound changed, you know, back to kind of the rock roots that we came from.